Cek, cek, cek. Halo, halo.
Halo, halo Mas, selamat pagi ya di
Oke,
sana.
di sini siang. Ya,
Oh
oke. Ini
siang.
saya sebar-sebarin dulu ya,
Oh ya,
sebar-sebarin ke link. Oke, Basel datang? Nunggu?
iya.
Oke, kita nunggu dulu ya. Ntar ini saya kasih. Oke, udah disebarin ke beberapa tempat. Oke, di sini belum. Oh, udah ada 4 orang yang nonton. Oke, there's Basel.
Salamat
Halo,
Swade.
good morning. It's
What's up,
morning
man?
there, right?
Yeah, but for you, a little later. Yeah.
Yeah, it's afternoon here. It's 3 p.m. here.
How's it going, brother? You doing okay?
Doing okay, yeah. How about
Yeah.
you? You good?
Good, man. Alhamdulillah. How's my little man doing? Is he keeping you up at night, or he's okay?
He's behind.
He's behind?
Running around.
Good, man. Good.
All
It's
right.
beautiful.
Okay, it's already
Kalau mau
11
pulang,
people
pulang.
watching.
Kalau mau duduk sini, kita duduk sini.
I think I will switch a bit between Indonesian and
Hah?
English, yeah,
Turun
so
saja.
make sure that
Saya
people
sini
can
jaga
understand.
praksis.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. Agnes will be running it. I'll be providing insights throughout.
Okay. Alright, halo guys semuanya. Ini udah ada 14 orang yang nonton ya. Di sini kita spesial ya, special edition. Kita sedang bareng sama Basil dan Agnes dari Blockcircle. Ini jadi Blockcircle adalah nanti dijelasin sama Agnes ya lebih jelasnya ya. Tapi ini adalah platform menyediakan tool untuk trading yang lengkap banget. Sebenarnya powerful banget toolsnya. Dan ya sebenarnya nggak cuma tools doang, tapi juga bisa menyediakan insight buat kalian ya dari agregasi berita nanti kesimpulannya gimana, bahkan sampai untuk mencari di prediction market ya. Nanti kita coba explore bareng-bareng ya. Oke, di sini mungkin nanti bisa kenalan dulu ya. Maybe you guys can introduce yourself ya, from Basil and then Agnes to our audience. Right now there's already 17 people watching. Okay, you may go ahead to introduce yourself. Maybe a bit about Blockcircle.
Go ahead, Agnes. You can start.
Oh, oke. Halo semuanya, kenalin aku Agnes, co-founder Blockcircle Indonesia, dan di sini juga ada CEO-nya Blockcircle, Basil Ismail. Mungkin kita mulai dari perkenalan lebih jauh dulu tentang siapa itu Basil, nanti Basil akan menjelaskan. So, Basil, you can start introduce yourself and your background.
Okay, good morning, or Salamat Swade to everybody. Hopefully everyone is well. My name is Basil Ismail. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Blockcircle Global. I'm really excited to be here. So really proud of everything that we've built with Blockcircle Indonesia and everything that we've been working on with Volubit and Kurnia and Adali and the entire group. So we're really looking forward to today. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to hopefully give an overview of everything in terms of financial market intelligence, analysis, and also trade execution and what the right strategy is, when it's a good time to go long, when is a good time to go short, and then different considerations that you should make in managing your risk just responsibly, so you're not just blindly buying or blindly selling at the wrong time. So just to be a little more informed. And I think this is what Kurnia does really well, is being able to help manage risk. And what Agnes does very well is being able to provide the right tools and the right infrastructure to do that. So inshallah, we have a good productive session together. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Ya, oke guys. Jadi mungkin sedikit background dulu ya dari Basil here. He has lots of experience in financial market and technology. So tools that he built on Blockcircle will be really helpful towards our trading. So maybe in this session, di sesi ini ya kita akan coba untuk explore ya toolsnya bisa ngapain aja sih. Nanti langsung demonstrasi aja. Either Agnes or Basil will demonstrate to you the Blockcircle trading tool and all the tools inside the Blockcircle, because it's really helpful.
Yeah.
If you want to trade without thinking too much, without having too much headache, but you want a powerful signal, then yeah, I guess you can use Blockcircle. You don't need to think too much. The tool is quite powerful.
Thank you, Cornelia.
Okay,
Good.
this question here. Is Blockcircle exclusively to crypto, or is there any other financial market that you provide?
Ada, nggak hanya khusus kripto aja sih, tapi bisa untuk saham juga, bisa untuk gold juga. Jadi
Oke.
kita biasanya ada yang dinamakan benchmark. Jadi kita mau lihat secara keseluruhan nih, aset-aset apa aja yang sedang outperform dari benchmark kita, yang di salah satunya tuh ada gold, ada kripto, sama ada S&P 500. Nanti kita bahas.
Oke, ya, oke gitu ya. Nanti kita bahas ya. Silakan sekarang Kak Agnes mungkin mau coba present
Oke, boleh
Blockcircle-nya
aku
atau
share.
gimana? Boleh? Hah?
Iya, aku share screen dulu sebentar.
Ya.
Udah kelihatan ya?
Sebentar. Ya, udah di add dulu ke stage sebentar ya. Nah, masih loading ini di sini.
Iya.
Oke.
Oke.
Yep.
Okay, so sebelum kita masuk untuk menjelajah lebih jauh tentang banyak tools yang Blockcircle sediakan, aku mau beri sedikit gambaran dulu tentang apa itu Blockcircle dan apa aja yang kami sediain. Jadi Blockcircle itu platform finansial intelijen dan trading, di mana kita nyediain berbagai data, dan dari data-data ini kita mau agar para trader dan investor bisa mengambil keputusan untuk investasi berdasarkan data-data yang ada. Di sini kita punya banyak, mulai dari fundamentalnya di makroekonomi data, kemudian likuiditas global, dan ada juga yang namanya altcoin market scorecard, kemudian kita ada momentum trading engine, asset outperform engine, dan ini juga yang masih baru. Terbaru itu company valuation engine, market reversal engine, alpha hunter suite, dan ada market analysisnya juga. Tapi yang utamanya itu yang paling terbaru ada trade alpha, kemudian whale alpha, prediction alpha, political alpha, dan insider alpha. Pertama, untuk trade alpha kita bisa buka di sini. Jadi semua tools-tools yang dibangun ini bukan dibangun random atau sembarang, ini sudah berdasarkan data-data yang ada. Dan di trade alpha ini itu tuh menunjukkan strategi trade apa aja yang lagi di open posisi dari Blockcircle, dan strategi yang kita gunakan itu momentum trading engine. Jadi momentum trading engine itu kita bisa buka dulu sebentar di sini. Jadi momentum trading engine itu strategi yang bisa kita gunakan untuk melihat nih kapan harus long dan kapan harus short. Dan yang kita gunakan itu misalnya teman-teman bisa langsung deploy sendiri ininya. Setelah itu nanti ada juga untuk kripto, ada untuk saham, ada untuk komoditas juga, dan ada untuk logam. So, itu kira-kira, jadi misalnya kita mau melakukan eksekusi satu aset tertentu, itu tuh nanti momentum trading engine ini yang memberikan semacam sinyalnya. Dan langsung teman-teman bisa lihat sinyalnya itu di bagian trade alpha-nya. Jadi di sini udah ada informasi lebih lengkapnya mengenai trade alpha yang sekarang ini datanya data real time ya teman-teman. Jadi sekarang untuk trade yang sekarang yang lagi terbuka posisinya di stocks itu CVX ini, dia masih ada di sini dengan win rate 100%, dan teman-teman bisa lihat semua informasinya. Teman-teman juga bisa filter berdasarkan misalnya ini salah satu strategi momentum trading engine-nya yang teman-teman bisa gunain. Kemudian juga ini ada difilter berdasarkan manual, kemudian jadi semua ini MRS, MRE, dan AOE ini teman-teman bisa lihat penjelasannya lebih lengkap, itu tuh ada di panduannya. Jadi nanti kalau misalnya udah dilihat sendiri langsung masuk di trade alpha. Sebenarnya untuk trade alpha ini bisa langsung eksekusi. Jadi teman-teman kalau lihat di sini udah trade terus masuk ke broker teman-teman masing-masing untuk stocks ya. Kalau kripto udah ada juga di sini. Untuk sejauh ini sinyalnya yang ada di sini belum terlalu banyak. Kebanyakan juga masuk di Discord sama Telegramnya Blockcircle juga untuk sinyal momentum trading engine-nya. Itu untuk trade alpha. Kemudian yang paling menarik sih aku lihat yang paling menarik menurut aku itu whale alpha, karena di sini itu bisa memberikan kita untuk melacak berdasarkan wallet address-nya dari para whale. Jadi daripada kita biasanya kan kalau dulu kita lihat berdasarkan asetnya, kemudian dari misalnya di dex screener, kita ambil contoh di dex screener, terus nanti kita lihat oh ya ada koin terbaru ini, terus nanti baru kita tracking whale-nya dari situ. Kita lihat informasi whale-nya dari situ. Tapi kalau di sini teman-teman bisa langsung aja nih lihat berdasarkan whale-nya. Jadi kayak udah ada informasi PNL-nya berapa, terus win rate-nya berapa. Itu teman-teman bisa langsung ini sendiri, dan di sini juga bisa campur di antara crypto atau sama prediction market. Jadi di sini ada teman-teman bisa lihat kalau misalnya teman-teman ingin fokus ke poly market, langsung aja klik di poly market. Kalau misalnya teman-teman mau fokus ke aku mau tracking whale berdasarkan blockchain-nya Ethereum, berarti kita langsung diklik aja di sini. Seterusnya terus misalnya di BSC atau di Solana. Jadi teman-teman bisa buka ini sekalian. Jadi bisa lihat whale-whale apa aja sih yang saat ini mereka sedang investasi, dan mereka investasinya tuh kemana aja koin-koinnya. Biasanya aku juga pakai ini pribadi sih. Ini sebentar. Oke. Nanti dari sini teman-teman bisa langsung pilih aja berdasarkan strategi masing-masing untuk lihat di whale-nya. Kalau kita lihat contoh salah satunya ini, kalau diklik ini teman-teman bisa diklik langsung. Jadi informasi lebih lengkapnya itu ada kalau udah diklik. Ini salah satu contohnya kalau misalnya udah diklik. Jadi teman-teman bisa klik follow whale. Biasanya kalau udah diklik follow whale itu terus nanti di save. Jadi kalau misalnya whale ini dia mau, ini contoh untuk prediction market ya. Jadi kalau misalnya whale ini dia mau misalnya, dia lagi enter no di sini, di prediksi yang ini, terus nanti dia kebuka. Langsung teman-teman dapat notifikasi melalui email. Untuk, dia lagi buka posisi di sini. Jadi dari sini bisa langsung diklik, jadi nggak perlu lagi teman-teman buka pisah di poly market terus cari satu-satu, nggak perlu, karena dari sini ya udah langsung ke connect dan tinggal diklik aja nih. Terus nanti teman-teman bisa ngikutin. Tapi kalau mau ngikutinnya nggak langsung yang copy paste juga ya. Jadi teman-teman harus kayak misalnya contoh lihat win rate-nya, terus lihat di total volume-nya, terus lihat di misalnya trade nih, berapa banyak sih jumlah trade-nya, apakah jumlah trade-nya ini sama dengan total PN, bukan sama, kayak setara dengan total PNL. Jadi kayak kita juga main logika di sini kayak, misalnya kayak total PNL segini, terus jumlah trade-nya yang hanya 21, apakah dia masuk akal, misalnya apakah dia sharing trade, terus juga kita lihat berapa lama masa aktifnya dia saat dia melakukan trade ini di prediction alpha. Kalau misalnya untuk prediction alpha ini, khususnya untuk whale alpha, biasanya kita lebih avoid untuk Blockcircle pribadi, kita avoid atau kita menjauh dari prediction market untuk yang sport. Jadi kalau misalnya yang sport itu lebih jatuhnya ke gambling sih. Tapi kalau misalnya yang lain kayak misalnya finance, atau kita lihat prediksi berdasarkan sektor finansial, berdasarkan faktor geopolitik, itu masih bisa dilihat. Tapi kalau misalnya kayak udah sports kayak gini tuh udah pure gambling. Makanya kalau aku tadi bilang nggak bisa kita kayak langsung asal ngopi paste aja. Kita harus lihat lagi untuk win rate-nya, total volume, dan berapa sih total kerugiannya. Karena kan orang-orang sini kebanyakan juga whale-nya mereka untung banyak, tapi mereka juga ruginya banyak. Jadi kayak ada resiko juga di sini. So kita harus memilih lagi lebih hati-hati. Kalau misalnya kebanyakan di misalnya satu wallet tertentu, kebanyakan di sport, kita bisa skip dulu. Ini balik lagi ke pribadi masing-masing ya. Nanti kita cari yang lain dan kita bisa lihat. Biasanya aku lihat, ini aku lagi. Oke.
Agnes,
Kebanyakan, yes.
I want to add a few more things. Can you, Cornelia, can you please add my screen also?
Okay, 1 second. All right. So I need to. I can only present one screen, so it's your screen now.
I just wanted to. So Agnes did a really good job of giving like an overview of everything, of like the few tools, and then we'll go back to it. But what I wanted to show was also the execution side. So I'll show you. So an example is when she was going through the trait alpha. This is showing you all of the short-term, mid-term, long-term trades that I'm looking at and that are also coming through from the momentum trading engine. So the momentum trading engine is our own brain of a trading strategies that have come up with from that engine, from that system that has taken many years to build. We've been using for many years, and we've completely integrated it into Trade Alpha. So if there's trading strategies that we are subscribing to, you'll see them come through Trade Alpha. Now, if you see a trade here that you like, what's gonna come is you just click trade, and then what's gonna end up happening is it'll then tell you, like if you want to buy Bitcoin Cash, you click this, and then it'll immediately show you how you can trade that particular asset. So for Bitcoin Cash, BCH, you can buy it, go long or short on Hyperliquid. You can buy it using 0x swap or 1inch, right? So these are all decentralized exchange aggregators. Or you can buy them on spot. Or you can go on centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. So there's 150 different options, right, to be able to do that. Now, so we've integrated 150 exchanges. So that includes also Toko Crypto. It includes Indodax. It includes Binance, right? So it's all here. And all you do, so if you click one of the exchanges that you want to connect to, so let's say you want to connect to Kraken, you click setup, and then you paste in your API, and you'll be able to execute the trade. And the other big major thing that not available anywhere else is something called smart routing. So smart routing, it'll then take your order. Let's say you want to buy $1,000 worth of it, or let's say you want to buy around 10 million rupiah of it, or even 1 million rupiah, and you want to then have that million rupiah trade go to multiple exchanges, you can do that very easily, right? So what it'll do is it'll then allow you to route your trade in 3 different places, or 4 different places, or 5 different places. And this is taking a long time. So this is like really like the bleeding edge in terms of financial engineering, but that's what it does. So it allows you to say, I want $20 to go on exchange A, and I want to buy $50 on exchange B, and then I want to buy $30 or 300,000 rupiah on exchange C. And you can mix and match and settle some of the trade off chain on exchanges and some of the trade on chain using those decentralized exchanges. And what we have on the homepage shows this perfectly, right? So this section here shows it exactly the way that I would say that you would need to understand it, because you see you have $40,000, and then when you have the $40,000 here, or the $25,000, it gets settled across the different exchanges. Yeah. So throughout the entire platform, you would be able to trade just by clicking these trade buttons. So like she was showing you the momentum trading engine. All you would do is say, oh, I want to go through this trading strategy. You're like, what is this trading strategy? It's BCH on the 4 hour. So it's going long and short on the 4 hour for Bitcoin Cash. How many trades have there been? 39. What's the return been? 290%. Is it perfect? No, but it's pretty close. It's very good. It's 92% win rate. Drawdown is 14%. And then how far back does this go? This goes back as far back as January of last year. Now, is this model for people who are more advanced? Is there a little bit of overfitting in this model? Of course. There's always every strategy is going to suffer from some overfitting. But the only way to actually confirm whether or not it works is to deploy it, launch it, and then see if it works. So yes, that's exactly what Rino Riyadi is asking, is exactly why smart routing is brilliant and why it would be so helpful, is to minimize slippage, right? That's the entire point of it. So yeah, let's if you're in a momentum trading engine, you want to deploy it, you just click deploy, right? You just click deploy, and then it says, where would you like to deploy it, this trading strategy? And then it will automatically go long or short. And then there's also, and the same thing around Whale Alpha that Agnes was showing you perfectly, you would be able to subscribe to those trades just by clicking autopilot, right? So autopilot allows you to say, I want to go long when this whale goes long. I want to go short when this whale goes short. So, and then what were and that's pretty much like the main thing that I wanted to show. So, Agnes, do you want to, I'm going to remove can you share your screen again, please? And then I'll stop.
Okay. There are two questions it's not answered yet. So the first one is how do you look for the whales, the method of you to find the whales? And then there's another one. What do you do for the whale alpha? Is it to follow the whales or to avoid their position? So maybe it's either Agnes or Basil can answer. It would be good.
Yeah. So I'll answer those. How we are finding whales is we are just through blood, sweat, and tears. So we're searching every single trade across 20 different blockchains, and then we're looking for track record, right? So are they high performing or low performing? So we are looking through all past successful token launches that have happened through Alpha Hunter, right? And Agnes, if you can show the Alpha Hunter suite under the Jelahai tab, if you show that, you can show the Alpha Hunter suite and then show them the token launches. So token launches was a system that we use that allows you to see which tokens are launched and which whales are buying which tokens. And essentially from there, we find which whales are buying those tokens. So that's one very good way of finding whales. And then if you switch back, please, to the Whale Alpha, Agnes. So then that's one way. Another way is we go through every single prediction market that's in Prediction Alpha, and then we track which whales are buying yes or buying no on all of the prediction markets across all 6 prediction marketplaces. So that's important to understand too. And Agnes, can you open Prediction Alpha in a new tab, just in a new tab, please? Yeah. And then, yes. So do you see how there's those 6 platforms? There's Polymarket, Kalshi, Manifold, Opinion Trade, right? All of those are then looked at every single second and trying to find new whales. So whales that are processing $100,000 worth of volume, etc. And then, so that's another way. Another way is we go to Hyperliquid. So if you go back to the Whale Alpha, we go back to Hyperliquid, and then we look at all of the most successful traders, right? And if you click on the bottom left, if you click perp, like filter to perpetual future ones on the, and then that will show you Hyperliquid whales. That will show you DYDX. You're not seeing that yet. That's only for my eyes right now, but soon everyone will be able to see that. So, and then this will be all restricted to members only, of course. But I wonder whether the alpha whale applies to traditional finance. No. So that's the beauty about crypto, is that it's not only it's really, that's the only place you can like see everything transparently. And then what was the other? And I think that's it, right? I think that answers all of the questions.
Yes.
Okay.
All the questions are answered.
Okay, perfect. Agnes, please continue.
Okay, thank you, Basil.
So I think we're done with the Whale Alpha now. We've gone through it in like good detail.
Yeah. So setelah Whale Alpha, kita juga ada yang namanya Prediction Alpha. Kalau tadi di Whale Alpha itu kita filter berdasarkan whale-nya, di mana dari kita lihat whale-nya itu mereka sedang buka posisi di prediksi mana aja dan di aset apa aja. Tapi kalau di Prediction Alpha, kita filter berdasarkan prediksinya. Jadi dari prediksinya ini, sebentar. Here. Jadi misalnya kita lihat dari yang paling atas di sini, pertama ada banyak sektor, dan seperti yang aku udah sebutkan, kita pribadi dari Blockcircle sangat menghindari di bagian sport, prediksi sport. Lebih banyak kita ke politik, kripto, finance, dan geopolitik. Jadi saat pertama kali masuk, kita akan filter langsung di bagian politik atau di kripto, nanti diklik aja, atau di finance, di geopolitik, dan di tech. Dan ini itu bukan, kebanyakan biasanya aku share juga di TikTok, kebanyakan yang salah tangkap kalau ini tuh sama kayak Polymarket. Kita tuh nggak sama kayak Polymarket atau Kalshi. Kita ngambil data dari Polymarket, dari Kalshi, dari Manifold, dan dari ke-6 platform ini, dan kita mau lihat cross match-nya dari ke-6 platform ini. Jadi kita mau lihat posisi, kita lacak dari posisi whale-nya gimana. Terus ada satu hal yang paling menarik, di mana teman-teman bisa analisis langsung di sini. Misalnya kayak contoh di politik, Trump out as president by April 30 misalnya contoh, atau yang lain deh. Kita lihat di finance misalnya.
Show the
ini yang baru.
Sharia
Jadi
compliance.
ini yang baru, misalnya pertama. Sorry?
Show the Sharia compliance.
Oh ya.
Yeah, they'd like that.
Ya. Oke, ini juga bisa. Contohnya di sini ada filter, salah satu filter, dan di filter ini itu kita biasanya sebut sebagai filter syariah, di mana teman-teman kalau misalnya mau menghindar dari gambling, teman-teman bisa naikin aja di sini. Jadi ini udah memfilter mana yang pure di finance, finance, crypto, dan politics. Jadi benar-benar terhindar dari prediksi-prediksi market yang pure gambling. Makanya kalau misalnya kita semakin tinggi filternya, maka tidak ada lagi pasar yang ditemukan. Jadi kalau kita paling maksimal tuh di angka 50. Nah di sini, nanti dari sini teman-teman udah bisa lihat misalnya sini wheel, SPDR, and 500 ETF trust atau hit $640 in April. Nah, di sini tuh teman-teman bisa analisis. Jadi di Blockcircle kita berikan analisis. Misalnya kalau kita buka di sini, sebentar masih loading. Di sini langsung nunjukin ada 1,3% yes sama 98,8% no. Sebentar. Nih, nanti kalau misalnya udah selesai analisis, ini kan posisinya masih di posisi poly market. Tapi kalau kita analisis ini apa? Analisis ini tujuannya untuk lihat nih, apakah ada mispricing, apakah ada misalnya kayak kebanyakan di poly market pilihnya no. Apakah berdasarkan dengan whale kita analisis ini, apakah sesuai dengan posisi yang diambil oleh whale? Jadi misalnya kayak di poly market strong buy no, terus di sini ternyata sinyal strongnya juga buy no. Terus di bawah sini ada posisi whale-nya. Jadi kita bisa langsung lihat juga.
No, that's exactly it. So this is, if you turn off the Sharia filter and maybe go to a larger market, click all, just click all in the categories, not just finance. If you click all, and then you'll see that there's some that have a lot of whales, and that's when it's extremely helpful. That's where prediction alpha is very, very helpful. No, just any of those have a lot of whales right there. Like, will there be no change in U.S. Fed interest rates? If you click any of those markets, you'll see sometimes 50 whales, and then you'll be able to see how many whales are buying yes, how many whales are positioned no. So you don't even have to be trading these markets right now. So if you click any of those larger ones, like will Bitcoin hit 150,000? And then see that one has 3 whales, but the second one, if you go to the second one below that one, you'll see that it has like 50 whales, right? Even more. That one, will there be no change? So if you scroll down, everyone will see now that there's whales. There's a lot of whales that are positioned yes, and there's a lot of whales that are positioned no, right? And that's very, very helpful. So in this particular position, they're all facing yes now. But before, a few days ago, there were a few $1 million worth in no. So just being able to have that balance is really, really helpful. So we were able to use the whale alpha to be able to identify when there was an attack on Iran. So we were able to see that from many, many days prior using the prediction alpha, because the prediction alpha had detected that there was military equipment that was moving towards Tehran, towards Iran, and that was highly unusual. And usually when you see military equipment moving towards the country that's potentially going to be attacked, it's very likely that that country is going to be attacked, and that the country is preparing for some type of battle, right? So the probability of Iran being attacked went from, I believe it was 20% up to 47% overnight. So this is where the prediction alpha is very helpful. So it's you don't even need to worry about Sharia compliance or not Sharia compliance if you're not betting on them, but it's information that's extremely helpful to know whether or not you should be positioned yes, or you should be positioned no, and whether or not you should be long or short, right, in the market. So you at least know how to be prepared. Yeah, that's it, Agnes. Please continue.
Ya guys, jadi ini kita nggak perlu ikutan prediction marketnya ya. Kita nggak perlu dalam tanda kutip berjudi ya. We don't need to gamble on this. Yang penting kita tahu infonya. Jadi dari iya atau enggaknya itu banyakkan whales yang mana. So we know from the whales position whether that event will happen or not.
Yes.
probability and with a probabilistic certainties, so we
Yes.
can position ourselves whether it's for the trading or just
Yeah.
preparing ourselves. Yeah.
Exactly. And then when you turn on the Sharia compliance, it removes 92% of the markets. And it only shows the markets that are truly the same as you buying on Indodax or buying on Toko Crypto and having a position long or short, right? It's as simple as that. It's when you turn on Sharia compliance, it means that there's low randomization or low randomness and high historical data set. So that's the model. Hopefully that's making sense. But yeah, maybe you can show them the. I really think the asset outperformance engine would be really cool to show, Agnes, because that one's like really popular. The AOE.
Okay.
Yeah, because that one's. I think everyone will love this too.
Maybe you can.
Yeah, I'll give an overview. So the asset outperformance, and you see those click-through tutorials are for everyone to use. So those click-through tutorials are for everyone to use just to be able to understand what the tools are and so forth. And there's also a how it works button. If you can click that, Agnes, that would be really helpful. So this how it works button essentially just explains the methodology and like how we prepared this information and how we're updating it. And it shows you the formulas that we're using. So it's a very simple explainer. So the asset outperformer engine, in simple words, is it tries to show you in the entire universe of assets which assets, crypto or stocks or ETF or mutual funds or precious metals, are outperforming the benchmark that Agnes is highlighting there. So the goal is to outperform all 5 assets in that benchmark. So the ones she's highlighting, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, gold, S&P 500, and to outperform them across all 3 time periods, 1 day, 7 day, 30 day. And then if it does outperform it, it'll show up in this table. And if you scroll to the right, Agnes, I want to show them the number out column. So the number out column shows, okay, 5 of 15, which means that this asset is only outperforming 5 of 15 of our benchmark. So it's 5 assets, 3 time periods. So 5 times 3, 15. That's how we're getting 15. And then that's it. So that's really how it works. Now, this is extremely helpful because it's also showing you which assets are outperforming the benchmark and then which ones are in an uptrend. So that's really how it works. So maybe, Agnes, you can reload the page and maybe just explain it in your own words. Please, that would be helpful.
Okay, one minute, please.
Yeah. You can just close it and start a new tab maybe. So you have multiple tabs.
It's still loading.
Yeah, you can just close it and open a new tab with it. Okay.
Here.
Yeah. You can scroll back to the left and just maybe explain it to everyone, please. That would be good.
Jadi di asset outperform engine ini kita mau lihat aset-aset apa aja sih yang sedang outperform dari benchmark ini. Kita melihat aset yang lagi performanya lebih bagus dari benchmark kita yang ada Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Gold, sama S&P. Terus ada juga skornya di sini dari yang tadi udah Basil jelasin. Jadi kalau misalnya ada pertanyaan mengenai ini bisa langsung di komen.
Oke, itu guys ya.
Oke.
Silahkan kalau mau bertanya. Tapi mungkin ini pertanyaan dari saya ya, Kak Agnes ya. Jadi kan dari beberapa tools ya,
Ya.
kan yang dulu pas pertama kali kita kenalan di Blockcircle nih kan yang jadi andalan tuh waktu itu momentum trading engine-nya ya. Boleh nggak nih kalau misalkan ya,
Ya.
tunjukin cara pakainya gimana gitu. Terus sama yang Alpha Hunter, karena kalau saya tahu orang Indonesia itu sukanya caranya yang meme coin ya di trends gitu ya. Terus ini ada pertanyaan lagi nih. The benchmark are they customizable or not? Yeah. And yeah, the other question will be maybe we can just see how the Alpha Hunters and the momentum trading engine works, because I think lots of Indonesian people, they love to play meme coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the benchmarks are specifically made to spend a lot of time training the models to be able to understand which assets are worth looking at and which ones are worth benchmarking against. So right now, these 5 assets are not customizable in their current format. But if you go to filters, if you click filters, you can have a lot of configuration there in terms of exactly what you see and what you want to see. So you see right now it's filtered to phase B uptrend. So that's using Wyckoff modeling. And then do you see at the bottom where it says must beat benchmark in 1 day, 3 day, must beat specific benchmarks on SPY, QQQ. So that is configuration. That is configuring your own benchmarks as well. The biggest thing about the AOE that we didn't say yet is we're using advanced machine learning and different data science models to exclude memes as best as we can. So that's something very, very important, is we don't want the noise of speculative meme coins coming through. So that's how it is. And then the MTE, wait, can you open the MTE in a different tab, please? So just keep this tab open, please, and then just open the MTE in a separate tab. Yeah, you can just right click it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the way that the momentum trading engine works is that it's trying to track momentum for specific assets that you have it trained on. And what it's doing is it's trying to tell you whether or not a specific trading strategy can be defined for an asset, for a time period, and for a specific direction. That's how it works. So it's trying to track momentum. It's our flagship trading strategy model. It's something that we released 3 years ago, and we've literally been building for 5+ years. It's something that we have in TradingView, right? So it was all in TradingView, and then now we have fully integrated it into our own platform now. So the entire point of Blockcircle is to not need any other system, so you don't have to keep jumping around between Discord and Telegram, and then go on Coinbase or Indodax, and then trying to then jump to another platform like MaestroBot or TrojanBot on Telegram. It's just one area for everything, right? And what works really well is if you're in Volubit, right, or in Evolution Trading, and you're already been working with Kurnia and Natalie and the group there, you can source the signals there as well, and then you can execute the trades on the Blockcircle platform. So you can connect all your wallets using MetaMask or Phantom, and you can buy everything here and manage everything holistically here without having to use all these different systems. So trading execution will be turned on very soon. So this week is my goal. But let's say you click the CRM. So this is in the MTE. It's not just crypto. It's also stocks. So if you click CRM, that one's for Salesforce. So that one is lower risk, but lower return. So it's 60% return since January of last year, but then it's less than 5% drawdown. Yeah. And then if you show them the trades, you can see that the entire chart, see how that's the equity curve. But if you click the trades tab, if you click the trades tab, Agnes, if you just scroll up a little bit, and then if you click the trades tab, I just want them to see this view. So this shows you exactly when the trading strategy has gone long or short, and what the percentage of P&L was. So that's really what it's showing you. And then when you're ready to launch it, you just launch it. You just click deploy, and then you'll be able to connect it directly to your exchange. So you can connect it to Binance or Indodex, use the API, and it'll execute. Now the entire platform is non-custodial, right? So we don't have access to your keys. We don't even see your API keys. We have no access to your funds whatsoever. It's as secure as we could, possibly make it. It's using the same level of multi-level encryption and information security protocol as the most premier systems. We're continually improving it, and we're trying to do everything we can to be even more safe in terms of implementing controls. But non-custodial means that we don't have access to your funds. We can't withdraw them. That's very, very important. So maybe Agnes, you can, I'll leave it to you. You can speak about that for a minute, because I think that's very important that everyone understands, because we are not a broker. We are just a trade execution engine that's connecting your accounts to these trades, just like TradingView does. But what we have support for goes way beyond what TradingView does. We have 150 exchanges. We have thousands of decentralized exchanges and platforms and liquidity pools that you can use in here too. So on-chain, off-chain. Yeah, go ahead, Agnes.
Yeah, hopefully that answered Kurnia's question about how the momentum trading engine works.
Yeah.
Ada lagi, Mas?
Yeah.
Belum lanjut ke Alpha.
Ya, lanjut ke Alpha. Kayaknya pada lebih ke sini
So,
ya, cuman
mengenai Oke. Oke. Untuk Alpha Hunter Suit. Sini. Jadi untuk nambahin sedikit lagi dari Russell tadi mengenai momentum trading engine, itu kita tidak kita pure memberikan strategi dari Blockcircle. Kita tidak mengumpulkan fund apapun, tidak mengumpulkan dana, atau kita bukan broker. Kita cuman pure untuk memberikan tools dan strategi yang bisa kalian pakai juga untuk mendapatkan sinyal atau melihat apa aja sih trading strategi dari momentum trading engine yang bisa digunakan. Kemudian untuk Alpha Hunter Suit tadi, jadi untuk menemukan alpha terbaru itu kita ada tiga tahap. Pertama itu ada token launch, kemudian token listing, kemudian token delisting. Biasanya kenapa dibagi tiga? Biasanya karena pertama tuh misalnya untuk token launch itu pas exchange ngumumin akan listing token. Biasanya kan ada gap waktunya dulu tuh antara mereka mau sebelum listing sama mereka mau akhirnya listing di token tersebut. Sebentar, sebelumnya. Lab. Jadi dari masing-masing co-founder ini ada punya tujuannya masing-masing. Di pertama sambil nunggu tabnya kebuka, di token launch ini kita melihat nih token-token apa aja yang baru launch. Nanti di sini tuh juga ada pengumuman nih, misalnya oh ya token yang ini akan soon launch-nya. Jadi saat dia launch, teman-teman bisa langsung dapat notifikasi kalau teman-teman nyalain notifikasinya melalui Blockcircle ini. Terus nanti di bagian token listing, nah token ini pas sudah di listing nih, jadi pas launch kan belum di listing di exchange. Jadi teman-teman bisa pantau nih kapan dia akan listing di exchange. Setelah itu teman-teman bisa masuk di token listing. Di token listingnya itu pas udah live di exchange-nya, dan teman-teman bisa mendapatkan langsung informasinya. Aku biasanya juga buka di sini. Kemarin tuh pas yang Indodax ada yang apa tuh pas lebaran tuh ada token launch baru. Terus di token the listing ini nih mau lihat nih token-token apa aja yang di apa ya, udah nggak ada di exchange lagi. Jadi bisa di filter berdasarkan 3 bagian. Kita open ini. Terus token listing. Terus token the listing. Oke. Token launch.
And then once that's loading, you already went through the token
Nah, di sini
launches.
udah ada dari Solana itu.
Yeah, I just want to push everybody to ask more questions.
Yeah.
So if there are any questions, please go ahead, jump in.
Yo guys, kalau ada pertanyaan atau request cara makainya gimana, maybe if you can also demonstrate how to use it, like I don't know, maybe like, for example, if you see that the asteroid or render and then compare it to the price action or something like that, maybe they will maybe they are curious about that, because about what's the effect on the launch or the launching to the price action.
So yeah, I think the best way of showing that is maybe just clicking it. Agnes, click asteroid. If you just click it, yeah, and then you'll be able, and then now you see exactly what this project is about, what its market cap and financials is, whether or not we've determined it to be a honeypot, what the risk level is, the buy and sell tax, the transfer tax, how many holders were holding at that particular time. And so you see the ownership was 3,100. So that's the current number of holders at that point when we detected it. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the whales that are holding this particular project as well. So you'll see what their socials are, what their social followership is, who are the notable followers. So for example, Sarah Green, has 386,000 followers, but if you see in parentheses, the strength of her followership is not very high, right? So probably a lot of dormant or bot followers. And then, but like Moneyman Calls is pretty good. That's 26,000 followers with 51. That's not bad. And then if you scroll down more, you'll see the whales and then the whale composition. So you see there, the total whale balance for whale 1 is 188,000, and this whale has at that point had 104,000 in this particular in this particular project. And if you look very closely there, you can see the top 5 positions per whale, right? So that's very helpful to be able to see that. So you can see the quality of the whales. So usually if it's a high quality of whales and there's multiple whales, then it's potentially a good opportunity to buy some of these launches. These are higher risk, so I wouldn't put more than like 1%, 2% maximum of your entire portfolio into token launches, right? And you don't put them all in one shot, but just put a little bit, just to get some exposure to new launches or tokens that are being launched on a new exchange. That's very, very interesting. And then the other thing is token listings. So if you can flip to that one, please. Yes. So Agnes, I'll let you talk through this, but essentially this is tracking new tokens that are being listed on major exchanges. So it's tracking the top 50 most established exchanges in the world. And there's no system like this. So this has taken a long time to build where it is now. It's very helpful because usually when you see a listing on Coinbase or the announcement of a listing on Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, even Indodax, it usually does, that project will do quite well, right, when it's announced. And then when it's actually listed, sometimes you'll see that the token will dump a little bit. So that's where you can go long or short. And then the other thing was announcements of delistings. So what Agnes is showing is an example of when Binance tokens are delisted. You see them in red. So usually those are good assets that you can consider shorting. So because those tokens, because it's not good news, right? It's not very good news when a token is being delisted. That means the token is literally not going to be tradable anymore on that platform. Yeah. And then maybe Agnes, you can show them the exchanges drop down there and show them how thorough everything is. But this goes back many, many years. Like it's 10 years worth of historical listing and delisting data.
Yeah.
So that's how you would use it. Yeah.
Okay, I think there are two questions here. The first one is if you trade alpha on Blockcircle lately, which coin or which signal did you give in the recent times? And then the second one, for token listing, which strategy do you think works the best? Whether it's sell the news or what other strategies?
I would say, and Agnes, I'll let you jump in too to add your own thoughts. But I would say that when you have a delisting, you should absolutely consider shorting. And then when you have an announcement of a token being listed on Coinbase, Kraken, or Binance, you should consider going long on those tokens. And then the trades that are worth looking at are the ones that we went through at the beginning that Agnes walked through perfectly on the trade alpha. So Agnes, please, you jump in too. I don't want to take all the questions. Yeah. Oh, are you guys still there?
Okay, I'm not sure if Agnes is there.
I think here the signal in Indonesia is a little shaky now. But no, oh yeah, she just messaged me saying lost connection. But that's
Okay.
it. So that's the. Let me share my screen too.
Okay,
Oh, there you
we
go.
just remove Agnes' screen first, and we go with the. Have you shared your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go.
So I'm trying to expand it. There you go, like that. Okay. Mind showing us a bit of the market reversal. Oh, yes. So the market reversal engine, to me, I still argue that the market reversal engine is potentially one of the most interesting, because the market reversal engine is telling you whether or not the market is overbought or oversold. And it's looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and it's also looking at altcoins. And right now it's only built for short term, but soon I'll build it out for midterm and long term, and I'll build it out for stocks as well. So that'll be very helpful. Now, the way you would use it is if you notice that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and stablecoin dominance are all in oversold territory, then you should consider going long. And that's literally how it works. So what you would do is right now, that's what I'm doing is I'm trading. If I see that it's massively oversold, I will go long on it. And then you'll see it in the trade alpha. So you'll see here, if you scroll down to 1 second. Yeah. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that there's an MRE trade here. This is just an example of one. So I went long on Solana at 82, and then I closed it at 83. So it was 1.61%. No leverage, very controlled risk. And that to me is very good. That strategy has worked really well. And that's pretty much it. So you're not going to see this yet because we haven't launched this yet. But when it's launched, this is how you would do it. So how it works for stocks, for example, is if you notice, you click trade, and then you'll see which exchanges you're connected to, and this is what you would see. You would see this. So you say, oh, I want to buy $200 long. I want to use 3x leverage or no leverage. I want the stop loss to be 150. You can do a trailing stop. You can do a scale in, scale out. You can distribute over time. You pretty much have everything there for you. So that's how it works. Yusuf's going crazy over there, huh, Kurnia?
Yeah. He's crying. Okay,
He's hungry.
all right. Yeah.
I know that cry. I got two Yusufs in there.
Now there's another question. Let me just mute myself for a bit.
I got it. Will it expand to? It is. So that's already included. So if you go to, oh, you mean the market reversal engine? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the goal, is to add more and more assets to the market reversal engine. And then, but right now, if you go to the asset outperformer engine, you would be able to see, I'll show you now. You would be able to see which precious metals are performing against the benchmark. And you can see right now that silver versus platinum versus gold, etc., are all here. So you see exactly how they're doing. And then you can also just click it. So like, let's say we go on all assets and you want to look at like this stock, right? This is a Solar Edge company. Let's go to maybe like Bombardier. This is well known. So Bombardier is a big airline manufacturing engine company in Canada. So if you want to look at this company, all you do is you would click the symbol. You could also just click it and see its performance. So this is its performance. And then it also, if you scroll down, it'll tell you how it's performing. But if you want more detail, you click all you do is click the symbol, and it'll take you directly to a dedicated page on Bombardier. So on Bombardier, the company, and it'll show you everything you would possibly need to know about the company itself. So how it's performing, company financials, 30-day insider activity, and then anything in terms of recent filings. And then we didn't talk about the political alpha, insider alpha, but these are really cool, and I would encourage everyone to check them out, because this shows you what politicians are buying, like, decision makers, and then what insiders are buying. So this is really useful and really powerful, because this tells you where the company insiders, are they buying or are they selling their own stock, right? And that's usually very helpful, because you're like, you don't want to see a CEO be selling. Like, why are they selling? You don't want them selling so much. Like, a little bit of selling is okay, but you don't want them selling too much, right? So,
this is the interesting one. I think I remember we talked about this before, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you want to track Pelosi. So all you do is you go to Political Alpha, and then you can type in Pelosi here, and then you'll see Pelosi here. You'll see all of her trades, right? And you see, It's interesting. She's buying while insiders are selling. Right? So that's interesting. Like, why? So she's buying while the insiders are, like Sundar Pichai, who's the CEO, he's been selling some. Right? And that's where you can dig in. But the cool thing about this is that if you want to see how she's performing, all you do is click her name, and then you'll see her entire profile. See? Like that. So you'll be able to see her exact performance. How is she underperforming or overperforming Bitcoin? So that's how it works. You know? And then what other questions?
Okay, guys, do you have any other questions, I guess, regarding the tools? I think it's, I think the most important or the most interesting section is the political alpha, because it's not only Pelosi, right? It's other politicians as well. You can look at it.
The political alpha is fun, because you know what I love about it is if you go here and then you choose, let's say I want to choose Lisa McLean and I want to compare her to Jefferson Shreve, and I want to compare them to John Boozman and Valerie Hoyle. So those are 4 politicians. And let's say we want to compare them. It's like a fighter card, right? So it's like boxers. So they're performing head to head, like total trades, estimated volume, exactly what their win rate is, and then what are they buying? Right? So what are they each buying and what are they each selling? So that's like very, very helpful. The other thing you could look at too is a flock. So a flock means which companies are being bought or sold by multiple politicians. So this is really fun, because so like, and you'll notice you'll see clear pattern of something off, where you'd be like, why are they all buying this particular stock, right? Or why are they all selling this particular stock? And it's all around the same time. So clearly they're communicating or talking to each other and planning, you know? You know what I mean? So that's pretty much political alpha. And then insider alpha, oh yeah, is Barron on the table? So you would see here, this to include family. You'll be able to see if there's any family members who are also buying, right? And that's pretty much how it works. Yep. Okay, Agnes got her internet back on now, so she'll be jumping back on. But yeah, it's quite extensive. So, take your time to go through it. But this is how the biggest thing, I would say, the best way of explaining this is that trade is when you're ready to trade and you want to find signals and you want to execute the trades right away. And then discover, or jelajahi, which I'm hoping that's how you pronounce it correctly, that's when you want to research, analyze, and then discover potential trade opportunities. So that's how it works. And then we didn't talk about these too, Kurnia, about the global liquidity scorecard, the macroeconomic risk scorecard. So these are all for these tools are going to be integrated. They are going to be integrated in a prominent university in Eastern Indonesia in 7 different courses. So in 7 courses, they're going to be integrated for accounting, finance, economics. Students are going to be using these courses, like the liquidity scorecard, the macroeconomic risk scorecard, because it's very, very helpful. It's very powerful. to be able to have access to this and to know. And then you could also filter by, so if you look at the macroeconomic scorecard, you could filter to Indonesia, and you could see exactly how Indonesia is performing macroeconomically, and you could see exactly whether or not it's at risk or it's not at risk of a recession, of like a full economic contraction, right? And you could see that Indonesia is quite strong, but there are some concerns, right? There are some concerns that you could see. So when it's in red, that's not very good, right? So you have to be careful. So that's the whole point of everything that we built here with the macroeconomic risk scorecard. You can gauge sentiment. You could look at. I mean, it's all here. It's quite extensive. So yeah. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, this tracked by the political filing, which may lagging. Yes, exactly. So if you go to Political Alpha and you go to intelligence or compliance, I think is the easiest way. Usually they have to disclose by 45 days, but you'll see here who is not disclosing their trades within 45 days. And then if you go into the dashboard, if you go to the trade feed, even better, you could see the difference between these two dates. So there are a lot of traders that are trading that are disclosing like very close to each other, right? So like these guys, they're buying on the 8th and then they're disclosing it a few days later, or they're buying on the 22nd and they're disclosing the same day. So you can filter down to as detailed as you want, right? So, yep.
All right,
I'm
guys.
here now again.
It's really nice, to track politicians.
It's fun. Agnes, you want to jump back in and just you want to say your concluding remarks?
Yeah. So, jadi aku cuma mau bilang sekali lagi kalau di Blockcircle ini kita nyediain data, kita nyediain strategi trading. Kita bukan broker, kita bukan kayak kemarin banyak di TikTok yang bilang polymarket, kita bukan polymarket juga. Jadi ini kita pure data, kita nyediain signal, kita nyediain alpha, dan dari mana kita dapat semua informasi ini. Sebenarnya semua informasi ini bisa di tracking juga sendiri pribadi, tapi bedanya kita nggak gabungin semua informasi tersebut ke dalam platform kita ini untuk melacakan aja dari whale-nya, sisi whale-nya, prediction-nya, political-nya, dan dari sisi alpha hunter-nya, token launch, token listing, dan delisting. Semuanya informasi kan di blockchain transparan nih, jadi kita bisa track semua. Tapi kalau di sini bisa langsung dalam satu platform. Kita juga tadi tentang makroekonomi yang Basil udah bilang, sama altcoin market scorecard ini juga biasanya aku pakai ini untuk tracking nih, gimana kayak altcoin performanya udah gimana sejauh ini, apakah bullish atau bearish. Jadi kita pakai ada 11 metrik yang kita gunain untuk kita lihat bagaimana sih performanya altcoin secara keseluruhan. Jadi teman-teman bisa, kalau emang penasaran, teman-teman bisa langsung coba gratis aja di Blockcircle dan bisa explore lebih jauh lagi untuk bisa langsung dapat experience-nya.
Iya. Oh ya, ini barusan info nih dari Basel ya. Oh, sorry. Jadi ada diskon khusus buat teman-teman yang mau join di Blockcircle. Nanti hubungin ke saya dulu, nanti langsung kita kasih diskon khususnya. Okay, Basil, can you tell them how many percent of the discount you will give?
Yeah, so Agnes, can you open your page so you see the Indonesian pricing? So we have pricing specifically for Indonesia that Agnes is going to open now, and yeah, so what if you are interested in joining and you're part of Kurnia's group, we were offering like a one-time 30% off to everybody. So we want everybody to jump in, use it. So I think the cumulative discount is a lot more because we've already discounted the pricing quite a bit in Indonesia, and then we're offering like a one-time discount on top of that, just to have as many people join, as possible and try everything, because we're very confident you'll love it once you try it. So, Agnes, do you have your screen shared? I don't know if she's still there. The connection's really weak.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here.
Okay. Are you sharing your screen, Agnes?
Is it not sharing?
No, I think Kurnia,
Oh, okay. Let me share it again.
Wait.
he's gonna add it now.
Agnes is not. Have you shared the screen? Because I cannot see your screen to add to the stage. Wait. It's only Basil's screen here.
Okay, let me.
Oh, he's sleeping now?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's after crying for a while.
He's a good man. He's working hard,
Okay.
man. I woke him up.
So it's still loading.
Yeah, it's okay. The connection is okay.
Okay.
Maybe show them. Yeah, if you go to the pricing page, it should come up in rupiah. No, it's still coming up in US.
Still coming, yes. Yeah.
Should be showing up in rupiah, but no, yeah. If you want to join, please jump in. We've had a lot of people join recently, which has been awesome, and we would love for you to give it a try. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay,
Thank you.
guys, that was a really nice webinar. The tool is very powerful. Okay, any other questions? Ada pertanyaan lagi? Kalau mau, otherwise we can conclude the webinar. Maybe any other closing remarks?
Nothing on my end. I mean, I just would love for everybody to give it a try and give us feedback and see how else we can make it even better. But that's
Okay.
this is it. Thank you, Agnes. Great job.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming, and also Basil and Agnes, thank you for having us in this webinar.
Of course.
Very nice.
Thank you, Kurnia.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
see you guys, and
Thank you.
ya, thank you guys udah nonton ya. See you on the next live.
Terima kasih.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.